Once upon a time, there was a king who had a very wise minister. The minister often said, "Whatever happens, happens for the best." One day, the king was cleaning his sword, and the minister was sitting next to him. Suddenly, the sword slipped and cut off one of the king's toes. The minister immediately said, "Whatever happens, happens for the best." The king was furious when he heard this. He asked the minister, "How can you say that when my toe is cut off? What's good about this?" In his anger, the king ordered that the minister be put in jail. Even while being taken to the prison, the minister calmly said, "Whatever happens, happens for the best." The king was amazed by the minister's strange attitude and thought, "What a strange person he is. Even while going to jail, he says, everything happens for the best." 2 months passed, and the king decided to go hunting with his soldier. They rode their horses deep into the forest. While chasing a deer, the king went further into the forest and got separated from his soldiers. He could not catch the deer and realized he was lost. As he tried to find his way out, a group of tribals who lived in the forest surrounded him. The tribals did not know the king, and they captured him, planning to sacrifice him to please their god. The king pleaded with them to let him go, but they didn't understand his language. They were happy to have found someone to sacrifice and started playing drums in celebration. They bathed the king, dressed him in new clothes, and prepared him for the sacrifice. Just as they were about to sacrifice the king, the chief noticed that one of the king's toes was missing. He stopped the drums and announced, "This man cannot be sacrificed because he is incomplete. If we sacrifice someone who is not whole, our God will be angry instead of pleased." So they decided to let the king go. The king returned to his palace with great relief. He thought, if my toe had not been cut off, those tribals would have sacrificed me. The minister was right. Whatever happens, happens for the best. He immediately ordered his soldiers to release the minister from jail and restored him to his position. The king then asked the minister, "I understand now that losing my toe saved my life. But you were jailed for 2 months and suffered so much. How could that have been good for you?" The minister smiled and replied, "Your Majesty, as your minister, I was always with you. If I had not been in jail, I would have been with you that day as well. When the tribals saw your missing toe, they let you go, but I have no such injury. They would have surely sacrificed me instead. So, being in jail actually saved my life." The king was amazed and finally understood the minister's wisdom. The minister said once more, "This is why I always say, whatever happens, happens for the best." If we see in our lives, we will find that there are times in our life when we feel that something really bad is happening to us, or this should not have happened. But after some time, if we look back, we feel that whatever happened at that time happened for good. In fact, We try to judge each event with our intelligence, but in reality, our intelligence is also limited. We cannot judge fairness or unfairness of an event with our limited intelligence. The whole world is based on karma. He who does good deeds gets happiness, and he who does bad deeds gets sorrow. So, if you are going through a sad phase, then always remember that your bad karma is being spent and nature is taking you towards progress, all the time by giving you the fruit of your bad karma. So, remove the thought from your mind that anything bad can happen to you, and always remember that whatever happens, happens for good. Thanks for watching and always keep smiling.